Here are 18 things women find attractive in a man. Number 1. The way you dress. A man's sense of style can go a long way with making the right or wrong impression with women. If you walked around in sweatpants and a t-shirt one day, then wore something more business casual the next day, you will automatically get more positive attention and respect on the day you chose to dress business casual. Also take into consideration the amount of time women spend getting ready before work or before they go out. It would be a complete understatement to say that women care about fashion and style. Some women are actually obsessed with it. Number 2. How you groom yourself. Grooming yourself is another thing that plays a major role in how attractive you appear. It's important to not walk around looking like a scruff who doesn't smell too good. By grooming yourself and smelling decent, women can see that you care enough to take care of yourself. When you keep up with good hygiene and things like shaving, good skincare, you'll start to boost your attractiveness and become more confident in yourself. Number 3. The types of hobbies you have. Women love a man who is passionate. The worst thing you can do is continue down the road of coming home from work, turning on the television, and doing absolute nothing else but sitting around until the next day. A man who is productive with doing positive things for themselves is more attractive than a couch potato. Number 4. Your relationship with your mom, or other women. How do you treat your mom or the other women in your life? Or how do you treat everyone else, like the waiter or waitress at a restaurant? Your relationship with a girl you're dating can be great, but if you treat other women terrible, she is going to find that extremely unattractive. It's important to always treat others with respect, no matter who they are. Number 5. When you do the things you say you will. When you tell others around you your plans, goals, or things you want to do you actually do them? Women find it very attractive when a man says the things he wants to do and begins actually working towards them. On the other hand, if you make promises or commitments, and don't follow through on them, it will be a major turn off for her. You also shouldn't go around saying all of the things you plan to do, and not take any action. This will be bad for your own self-confidence. Number 6. Having a sense of humor. Having a good sense of humor is a must. Women find this extremely attractive, and a major turn off if you don't have any sense of humor at all. With that being said, it's one thing to be funny and it's another thing to act annoying. It's good to joke around, but you shouldn't do it at the expense of someone else. Everyone loves to laugh. It creates bonds, and can make people feel better and more comfortable around you. Never be afraid to bring out your goofy, funny side. Number 7. Don't be afraid to say no. It's important to have confidence in the way you respond. Don't be afraid to say no when you don't want to do something. If the plans sound like you aren't going to be able to enjoy yourself, then turn them down. When you show you're not willing to do everything she wants to do all the time, you will come off as a man who knows his self-worth. Number 8. When you're comfortable around her and her friends. Women like to see a man's true personality. They want to see you comfortable and be able to be yourself around them, and her friends. So be real. Don't try to spice yourself up, and act as someone you actually aren't. At the same time, don't fold into a shell and be afraid to speak up for the things you believe in. Number 9. When you listen carefully and show intelligence. All women find a man who seems intelligent and can stay in tune with paying attention to the things they're saying in a conversation attractive. They like it when a man can actively listen to the things they are saying without butting in to talk about themselves or seeming like they aren't even paying attention to the words they're saying. Sometimes it can be hard to listen and pay attention to boring stories, but if you can show interest and reply with intelligence, they will love you for it. Number 10. Where you seem to be going in life. Obviously, your social status, house you live in, and car you drive can play a big part depending on the women. But you don't necessarily need it to get the girl. You just need to show that you're working towards it. Most women aren't too worried about if you don't have the nice car and house yet, as long as they can see you have goals set that you're working towards to achieve those things. They like a man who has a sense of direction, knows what he wants and goes after it. Number 11. Keeping things neat and clean. You don't have to have the nicest house or nicest car around. But it is important that no matter how cheap your car or house is that you keep them clean. Keeping things clean shows you take responsibility and pride in the things that you do have. Women, and people in general, will respect you more if you and your place are clean. Number 12. A man who works out and lifts weights. It's no secret that women are more attracted to men who are in good physical shape. No. Women are not more attracted to dad bods than a man who is in good shape and health, no matter what social media says. Obviously, you don't need to look like a professional bodybuilder, but it is important to go to the gym at least a few times a week to lose fat and build muscle. It's 2021. Not going to the gym in this day and age is simply just not going to cut it. Number 13. When you're kind to strangers. When you go out in the world, strike up conversations, and be kind to others, people notice. Women notice. Women are attracted to a man who is outgoing and positive. It builds up curiosity, and women start to wonder about you and want to talk to you. Number 14. Eye contact. Make sure to make good eye contact when in a conversation, and not looking around at other things. This shows that you're listening along with showing confidence. It can come off as insecure when you aren't able to look someone in the eyes when you're talking to them. The way you look at a woman in her eyes can sometimes say more than you ever could with words. Number 15. When a man is thoughtful. Women love it when a man they're already attracted to sends them flowers or does something thoughtful for them without them having to ask. Though it is important that you don't overdo this. Showering a woman with gifts can actually come off as clingy, which is why you don't want to overdo it. Number 16. Smiling. Girls love a man with a good smile. Smiling at people automatically wants them to smile back at you. So smile as much as you can when you're out and about. If you are afraid you don't have the best teeth, simply get them whitened. Having clean white teeth is mostly all that matters when mixed with a sincere smile. Number 17. A man who is optimistic. Are you the type of man who is always complaining or speaking of how worried you are about the future or present? Most women like to be around positive men just like anyone else. This is why it's important to try your best not to be a negative person. This will make you seem like a hassle to deal with, and most people won't want to be around you much. However, when you're positive, you will attract people towards you naturally. Who wouldn't want to be around a man who is positive and encouraging? Try your best not to be anxious around women. They prefer to be around a man who seems secure with his life even if he really isn't. Number 18. A man who is a leader. This doesn't mean you have to be a team leader on a sports team or at your job. It just means that you're capable of taking the lead in certain situations. Women find it extremely attractive, especially these days, when a man can simply just plan out a date. A real date. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so we can keep bringing you videos like this.